Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are going to go right to the racing today. Hope everybody's doing well. We have the MX5 Cup Series here today, Saturday night. Apologize for not doing further introductions. Welcome back to TRACKILICIOUS with the iRacing MX5 Championship here today. We have some fun racing going on at Okayama. The lights are about to go green. Everybody ready, getting ready for the 20-minute race here. And we have Dwayne JD getting a great start ahead of Sam Warden. Tyler Smith just behind Sam Warden, solidifying that P2 position. Tyler Smith tucking in behind Tom Salmon. Settling in P4. P5 we have Jeff Franks. Davin Sturdivant in the P6 position. P7, James Martin. Jacob Church in 8. Desjardins and Travis, for some reason, out already. Wondering what happened there. Solid start from John Dwayne. Solidifying that P1 position for now. Sam Warden trailing just behind. Tight pack of cars so far. We have the likes of Jeff Franks looking for an inside move on Tom Salmon. Does make it stick so far. Salmon on the outside, losing the position to Jeff Franks. Jeff Franks going up into that P4 position. John Dwayne already building a gap as Tom Salmon has a look on the inside on Jeff Franks, sends it on the inside. Great move. Is it going to be able to stick? Both side by side. Now the advantage to Jeff Franks coming back at Tom Salmon. Great racing by these two. Really nice and fair side by side racing and looking absolutely fantastic. Would expect nothing less from the MX5 series here at TRACKILICIOUS. Says John Dwayne up ahead, just pulling away from the pack as Tom Salmon and Jeff Franks continue to battle. Salmon getting the draft side by side again with a bit of overlap, but does not have enough braking to make it stick. Jeff does give ample room on the inside, giving a bit of an advantage to Tom, but now having the outside, Jeff does maintain that P4 position as the two continue to battle here at Okayama. Continuing to be side by side. Sturdivant now having a look on the inside of the battle. Oh my goodness! Unfortunate ending for Tom Salmon. Fortunately, no damage, is going to be able to reverse and get back into the race, but that is not quite the way you would hope that it ended. But alas, it is racing. It does happen. Have a look. And just a bit of contact, unfortunately. The replay giving us the worst of camera angles here. Salmon, last place now, trying to catch up. John Dwayne, aka JD, still in solid position. 2-second gap ahead of Sam Warden now. Sam Warden being trailed by the likes of Tyler Smith. P3 position, Jeff Franks in P4. James Martin in P5. Davin Sturdivant besting me in the previous race. Able to maintain that P6 position. Jacob Church in P7. Coach Dave Academy livery there. And Tom Salmon here trying to catch up and close the gap. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just had a bit of a Charles Leclerc moment where wife was returning from a work trip in Puerto Rico and was locked out of the house. Managed to get her in. Looks like the field's spreading a little bit. What happened? Let's go and have a look at Sam Warden. Goodness. Big old loss. Maybe we can go back even farther behind because it looks like a whole bunch of things happening. Heard of it? Not quite sure what happened, but we could see Sam Warden going really slow here. Not quite sure why. Is this a fuel issue? Him just falling farther and farther behind. Michael Pico, you are the worst. What? Oh no. And then he gets the knock there. We're gonna have to jump in chat and see what happened to Sam. But let's go back to the live timing here. Sam now dropping back. It's a battle between Sam and Tom. Warden and Salmon. Start over. Yeah, gonna have to say no on that one, unfortunately. Love to, but just simply not possible. Look at the times. John Dwayne here, absolutely flying. Have built a 7-second gap to Tyler Smith in P2. Very curious to know what happened to Sam Warden. He was doing a fantastic job in P2 there, but gone down. Jeff Franks promoted into the P3 spot. 9 minutes and 37 seconds into the race here. Davin Sturdivant. P4. Jacob Church, not too far behind from Davin. Chasing him down. I know what that's like. Got the kids crying. Church doing a pretty good job here chasing down the likes of Davin Sturdivant. Have a look and see what this looks like for the two. Less than a second between them. And beautiful Okayama. Did manage to run some practice laps here, and it's a super cool course. Very dynamic. Pretty technical. Love some of the midsections. Really have to put things together to make it work. Sacrifice one turn to maximize the other. Church breaks deep. Loses some time to Davin there. But still our closest battle on the track with 11 minutes. And we've got John D. Wade, aka JD. Solid P1 position. Tyler Smith, the Joker car in P2. Jeff Franks in P3. Davin Sturdivant in P4. Trying to chase down Franks. 5-second gap between the two. Jacob Church chasing down Sturdivant. Looking to gain an advantage. James Martin just behind there in the background with a bit of damage on the car. Seen better days, but still in decent position. Sam Warden coming back into the field with Tom Salmon having closed up that 24 second deficit back into action. We'll be looking at some interesting situations with Warden and Martin just up ahead. 8 minutes remaining in the race. Will he have enough time to do something of it? At Travis and Daniel, unfortunately, out of the race for some reason. We'll have to find out what that is. Sam Warden off track. Why do you... Oh, just taking a little bit too far on the exit, but doing just fine. For some reason, my replay goes right to a camera, which I do not want. And I don't know how to change that. Salmon here doing a pretty good job of keeping up with Sam Ward. I'm sure Sam is carrying some damage. We have seen Sam have some incredible pace. Not usual to see him back here, but alas, racing does happen. Sam in the back here trying to make up for an incident earlier. Chasing down the likes of James Martin. James carrying damage as well. Sam on the inside, red hot glistening brakes. James deciding the better of challenging that position, knowing the pace. Tom gets a freebie there, side by side with James Martin, but does manage to pull ahead. Continuing to chase down Sam Warden here. Still on the inside. Is this going to be a 2-for-1? Tom looking on the inside. Oh, we're on the wrong car, but not quite enough again. So much braking there. Sam now running away. Tom trying to keep up with him as both try to get back into the picture here. Pretty big gap with not many laps left to go up ahead, unfortunately. JD now with an 11-second gap ahead of the rest of the grid. Tyler Smith still in P2. Jeff Franks in P3. Sturdivant and Church looming behind. Their best laps pretty comparable. Sturdivant with a 145.91. Franks 145.82. Church 146.04, within tenths of each other. Franks about a second slower than the others in the last lap. So Sturdivant is closing down with a 2-second gap, 2.5-second gap between the two. So some consistent driving, which we've seen from Davin in the past, will manage to get him at least within an earshot. Not a real opportunity to have an overtake happen. John still solidly in the lead. Could practically drive backwards to the finish line at this point and still take the win. Absolute dominant performance. Tom Salmon now looking, see if he could do something here. The consistency is paying off for Tom. Last lap between the two, pretty similar, 2/10 between them. Sam being the faster, but only 6/10 between the two. On track here as Tom continues to chase down Sam Warden here in the number 8 car. Tom being in the number 8 car, chasing down the likes of Sam Warden in the number 6, Sunoco Miata. Benefit for Tom here being that he's got the draft with Sam having nothing ahead of him. 11-second gap to that of Church. Don't think that's going to be one that can be closed down, considering they're only a couple of tenths faster per lap than the drivers ahead. So that's not quite enough with the 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first race here of the night. Looking to close that gap down. Tom trying everything he possibly can. Trying to stay close, trying to stay active. Sam clear ahead. But really, it's the likes of Tom Salmon that we're looking here. Taking a tighter line here. Compromising the exit. Setting up for the next corner. Double left. Wide as you can. Early on the throttle. Bit patient, though. Ensure you don't run wide. Gap now down to half a second. Nice little late apex. Decently early on the throttle. All the way wide. Carry as much speed onto the straight here as possible. Bit of a lift we're hearing. Into the final corner here. Onto the front straight here. Just a couple of corners and Sam looking absolutely rapid. Increasing the gap to nearly 9/10 of a second. James Martin in the Stevie Wonder driving school. That's where he learns all his skills from, I suppose. Life experiences. John here doing an awesome job, still in the lead, with Mike Pico sitting on his couch, not being in the race. Tyler Smith. Joker car. Did a pretty decent job, but still 14 seconds, nearly 15 seconds behind the likes of John Duane. One might call a Miata expert with his 4.6K rating, 4.9 safety rating. That's monstrous. Monstrous. Erdevant still just under 3 seconds behind the likes of Jeff Franks. Not really making up much time, but still trying. As the time runs down to the 20-minute mark. Flagging the last lap now. As Duane makes his way to the end of the race here. Completely clean, completely unchallenged. Phenomenal performance. By far the fastest lap with a best of 1:44.3 compared to the next being a 45.7. 45.5 from Sam Warden, actually. So over a second faster than the rest of the field. Looking pretty good so far. He goes to the finish line and brings it home. No huss, no fuss. That is a win for the likes of John Duane. P2 goes to Tyler Smith. P3 coming in. Jeff Franks crosses the line here. P4. Not an easy race for Sturdivant, but does manage to get that P4 position. Jacob Church in P5. Sam Warden coming in P6, and Tom Salmon not able to claim that position from him, but a good recovery drive. Closing off the field here. James Martin. P8. Well, there you have it, folks. Race 1 of the session. Go back into the studio here. Hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Bit of a warm up here for the next session as we set the cars up to go again. Unfortunately, I don't think iRacing allows mid-session joins. Otherwise, it'd be awesome. Absolutely awesome to get Pico and the boys in here. See, make sure we're not missing anything. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Who's here? How's your start of the year going? Well into February, really into March. At beautiful Okayama. Wait for the crew. Set themselves up. Yeah, I don't have much experience here at Okayama, but it was a pretty fun track to practice on. The little practice that I got. First corner called the first corner. Into the left-hander of Williams. Moss S. The Atwood curve. Long right-hander. Be patient on throttle so you don't drive all the way out, and you really want to carry that exit as well as possible to ensure that you have that exit speed all the way down that top back curve, back straight I should say, into the inner complex of the hairpin corner. The right hand, the left hand of Revolver and Piper. Bit of a straight, and then the left right of Redman and Hobbs. Double right of Mike Knight in last corner. Interesting names. Located in Okayama, Japan. Where is that map? Very curious. Look things up here. Fun race for Tyler Smith here, taking that P2 position. Okay, so Okayama, relatively south of Japan, not all the way. So it looks like it's Tokyo, Nagoya, Kyoto, Osaka, Kobe, and then Okayama. So pretty good distance down. Curious how far out from the city it is. How populated is it? You know, some of the Japanese cities pretty vertical with the density there, but Okayama looking like a little bit more rural. Not as intense as, say, the likes of Tokyo. Very interesting. They have a little sports complex middle of the city called the Okayama Prefectural Multi-Purpose Grounds. Baseball diamond. Soccer stadium. Tennis. As we line up for the second race of the evening here. Folks ready to go for the feature race. 20 minutes remaining as they line up here. The final race of the night. And lights, camera, action. There's a quick shut off of the lights. Dwayne getting another fantastic start. Tyler Smith getting a decent start as well. Does tuck in behind in that P2 position. Sturdivant looking on the inside, not quite having anything to give Jeff Franks a challenge there. Everybody getting through cleanly. Good to see with the smaller grid. Fortunately, we have Everton Desjardins out. Oh no, Martin spinning out there, unfortunately. Lessons learned from the Stevie Wonder or driving school, apparently. Couple of knocks there, but Dwayne getting out pretty quickly there. James, you can't expect us not to give you a hard time if you're gonna proclaim that you went to the Stevie Wonder driving school and make mistakes like that. John Dwayne and P1, happy to see the folks behind battling. Tyler Smith having the likes of Jeff Franks right back there. Davin Sturdivant under pressure from Sam Warden there in the Sunoco number 6G Global MX5 is what I'm trying to say. Tom Salmon defensive against Jacob Church. Trying to get a better TV view. Church on the inside, not having enough overlap. Does manage to slow down Salmon through. Remains in P6 position. Sam Warden now eager to get ahead. We know he has the pace. Now he has the no damage car. Trying to get back ahead. Is there going to be enough here for him to do something? Nice little row of cars. John Dwayne, a full 2.5 seconds ahead in one single lap as the drivers behind battle. Oh, it's a rain race. The wetness coming into play. I have no idea how to tell whether these drivers have taken dries or wet, so I do apologize about that, but what an interesting complication as the rain keeps falling. Dwayne solidly ahead. Tyler Smith having to defend from Jeff Franks. Sturdivant, Warden just behind. Salmon, a bit of a gap, trying to keep up. Now, and the battles ahead is something that he's going to be looking forward to. Two side-by-sides. Tyler, Jeff, Sam, Davin. What is going to happen here? Tyler on the inside, Sam on the inside. Tyler manages to keep that P2 position. Sam manages to get up ahead into the P4 position. Fantastic move there by Sam Warden ahead of Davin Sturdivant. Jeff still applying a lot of pressure to the likes of Tyler Smith. Tyler not giving up though, as Sam is now up there. Now Jeff is going to have to start worrying about the car behind as well as the car ahead. As John Dwayne stretched it to 3 seconds now. Continuing to battle here. Jeff Franks going a bit wide, giving Tyler some breathing room, but now applying huge pressure as Sam Warden onto the likes of Jeff Franks. Jeff Franks does have a lot to think about, remembering the open cockpit. Now these sim racers are going to be drenched in water. Given the realistic nature of iRacing, all four lined up. Tyler, Smith, Jeff Franks, Sam Warden, Davin Sturdivant just behind. A single error could mean multiple positions gained, multiple positions lost. Sam Warden looking on the inside, pressuring Jeff Franks. Jeff Franks leaving some room in the middle. Sam not quite having the overlap. Jeff stays ahead. Again, continuing the pressure of the likes of Tyler Smith. Tyler loses it on his own. Oh my goodness. There you have it. A bit too eager on the throttle and goes all the way down to P7, does Tyler Smith, promoting Jeff Franks into P2, Sam Warden into P3, and Davin Sturdivant into P4. What an unfortunate situation for the likes of Tyler Smith, who was having a great race. Great P2 in the first race. Unfortunate loss of control just then and there. But alas, here we are. That is again racing, and that is the rain as they go onto the straight ahead into the first corner here at Okayama. Sam Warden applying immense amounts of pressure to the likes of Jeff Franks. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Something happens to John Dwayne. What? I don't know what. I'm gonna break the wall, fourth wall here. Cardinal sin. Nothing? Fuel? Just doing it for fun? There seems to be no issues with John Dwayne. He is back on track, 40 seconds behind. Is he trying to do a last to first? Did he forget to put fuel? All these questions. Tom Salmon ahead of Jacob Church, though. Jeff Franks promoted to the P1 position. Sam Warden out of it. What is going on? Oh, there's a rolling. Let's have a look here and see. Everything looks fine so far. Sam Warden continues to challenge the likes of Jeff Franks, as we had seen. Loses the rear a bit. Oh, and into the wall. Critical damage. Let's go back and have a look with a better camera angle here. Yeah, just loses the rear of the car under braking, straightens it up, but oh, and then gets a whip into the wall. Unfortunately for Sam Warden, isn't able to control the car. Damn, Sturdivant. Oh my goodness, what a critical situation for the likes of Sam Warden. What is going on? This race is absolutely crazy. Are they just all on dry tires? Cam, welcome. Oh, that's what it was. John Dwayne being the smarter of the group, going in for wets while the rest continue to battle, and Dwayne seeming to be the smarter of the group. And I'm sure will be coming out ahead of the rest. Cam, that is probably what it is. John, knowing what to do given the experience that he has. Jacob Church, was he on wets the entire time? Is a 26-second gap going to be enough for the 11 minutes and 20 seconds remaining for the likes of Jacob Church to take the win of this race? Is going to be a phenomenal strategy. If so, Jacob Church potentially on wets with a 26-second gap to John D. Wayne. Is it going to be enough? Does he have wets? Oh my goodness. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal battle. Wildfar to track. Jeff Franks coming out in P3. Tom Salmon, P4. Tyler Smith, P5. Sturdivant, P6. Sam Warden still in the pits. Martin, I should say. Not my day. I don't know if any day is your day, Mr. Martin. Coming from the school of Stevie Wonder driving. Come on, Jacob Church. You only have almost half the race remaining. 25 seconds left. Jacob Church in prime spot to potentially take his maiden win here at Trackalicious. Strategy over everything. John DeWayne has reduced the gap to 24 seconds, but only 10 minutes remaining. Focus up, Mr. Church. What a phenomenal turn of events. This looks like some of the folks having gone out on dries. Jacob Church, the wiser of the group, starting on wets, compromising the start of the race, but looking solid now, not having to sacrifice an entire pit stop. 24 seconds. Wow. Keep it clean there, Jacob. 23 seconds. 11 minutes in. 9 minutes remaining. Is this going to be Jacob Church's maiden win here at Trackalicious with phenomenal strategy? Pedal to the metal. Into the final corner. 22 seconds. For John DeWayne, absolutely tearing it up. 55 seconds spent in the pits is the advantage that Jacob Church had. It is now down to 22 seconds. John DeWayne eating up the time. But there is only 8 minutes left in the race here. 21 seconds. Oh my goodness. This is the most exciting battle of cars not next to each other that I've ever witnessed here at Trackalicious. And boy, am I excited to see what happens. Devin Sturdivant chasing down the likes of Tyler Smith within a second of each other. This is going to be interesting. Only 8 cars on the grid. Well, now down to 6. But still, immense battles. Unbelievable outcome of the transitioning weather here at Trackalicious at Okayama. John DeWayne having started in dries, going into the pits to get wets. 55 seconds lost in the pit lane total with a 21-second stop. Jacob Church deciding to stay on wets off the start. Now has a 21-second lead with only 7 minutes remaining in the race. Last lap. 156 by Jacob Church. 153 by John DeWayne. Averaging at 2 minutes. They have 4 laps approximately remaining. Tyler Smith on the inside. Davin Sturdivant on the outside. Trying to make the move on the outside. Max Verstappen style, simply not having the grip. And over under. Tyler Smith on the right hand side with some overlap on the straight. Is this going to be enough? Phil make the move. Does have the overspeed. Now completely side by side. These two giving it their all. Their absolute all here at Okayama. Going into the hairpin corner, Sturdivant on the inside. Tyler taking the longer way around. Sturdivant secures the position. Tyler tucking in behind as they go into revolver corner and then into Piper. But the main event here, ladies and gentlemen, the focus of attention is the likes of Jacob Church at P1 position. 20-minute gap with 6 minutes remaining. Is Jacob Church going to be able to secure this victory here at Trackalicious and hop into the commentator booth for the first time in his Trackalicious career? Absolutely phenomenal. Really amazing. What a phenomenal strategy call by Jacob Church out there in the Coach Dave Academy. MX5 Miata here at Trackalicious at Okayama. Less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the race here. What a phenomenal, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. There's still quite a bit of time. Don't make a mistake. We want to see it happen. 20-second gap down into the 18s now. Practically 4 laps. 3 seconds a lap. That's 12 seconds really on pace. Jacob Church has improved his speed down into the 55s in the last lap. If he's just able to maintain a clean race, he's going to bring it home. John Dewayne, 1:54.46.47. Fastest on the wets. Tyler and Dewayne going back at it. Tyler now having the overspeed going on the inside on the straight here. Same spot. Back into the hairpin corner. Tyler having the advantage on the inside now. Side by side between the Joker car and the Apex Advisory racing car on the outside of Sturdivant. Now Tyler ahead. Does manage to poke ahead and maintain that position as these two go back and forth in this super exciting wet race at Okayama. Tyler Smith getting a decent exit. Sturdivant able to maintain. Tom Salmon with damage loses it. Let's go back and have a look what happened here. Oh, braking on the curb right into the wall. What an unfortunate outcome for Tom Salmon there, having to retire to the pits. Still has Sturdivant, Tyler Smith in battle. Jeff Franks in a bit of an island. John Dewayne chasing down the likes of Jacob Church with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the race. That's a total of 2 more laps after this one. Absolutely phenomenal strategic decision by the likes of Jacob Church. A huge, long-time participant here at Trackalicious. One of our most gracious supporters. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more laps from Jacob Church. As you see the rain continuing to build up here. Take it easy, Jacob. You have 17 whole seconds between you and the lightning speed John Dewayne. 2 seconds faster in the previous lap. Sturdivant now a bit of a ways behind the likes of Tyler Smith. Jeff Frank still at an island in P3. Still on the podium, though. Fantastic for him. Dewayne giving his absolute everything, trying to chase down the likes of Jacob Church. Church in P1 will have to complete this lap and 1 more to claim his maiden victory here at Trackalicious with the absolute OP strategic move of starting on rain tires. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Bit of a slide, correcting it, maintaining control. Moving here into the closing minutes of the race. going through the Hobbs corner. Get back on the road there, bud. Miata's wetness and grass aren't quite the most successful combination. Continuing to risk it all in the final lap here with 15 seconds to spare. You'll see John Dwayne JD creeping into vision in the back there. Has his target in sight, but is it going to be enough? It's going to be an absolute tall order here. Jeff Franks in P3, Tyler Smith in P4. Bit of a gap to the likes of Sturdivant in P5. Is it going to be enough? Are we going to see Jacob Church here continue on to take his maiden victory here at Trackalicious? We're going to stay on board here with the likes of Jacob Church as he goes through the back straight. Little mistakes to be made here with full throttle on the straight. Find your braking point, take it easy, give yourself plenty of margin for error. Lots of rain on the track there. You see the sheen on the track. No dry line here at Okayama. The rain absolutely challenging, but Jacob Church not taking it easy, using the full width of the track as you would in the dry. Riding himself onto the curbing, something I would not be doing at this point in time. Oh, bit of a slide there. Going into Hobbs out of Redmond corner. 3 more corners remaining. Big slide. Mike Knight corner here. 2 more corners. Then the final corner. Jacob Church going past the last corner onto the final straight here to take his maiden victory here at Trackalicious in the Coach Dave Academy car. Jacob Church in the first win ever at Trackalicious in the wet at Okayama with an absolutely fantastic strategic call here. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. John Dwayne coming in at P2. Jeff Franks rounding the final corner at P3. Absolutely fantastic. Tyler Smith. Lots of pressure from Sturdivant. These two in the heat of a battle here. Several corners remaining. Sturdivant going on the inside. Does manage to make the move stick. Is there going to be any more moves? Tyler Smith pressuring the likes of Sturdivant. Sturdivant firmly ahead now with 2 more corners remaining. Tyler carrying quite a bit of speed. Sturdivant taking a tight corner there. Is there going to be enough? Is the draft going to be enough? The finish line is quite a bit ahead. Smith is making a bit of progress, but not quite enough to make that happen. And Smith down into P5, Sturdivant into the P4 position. Oh my goodness, what a phenomenal race here at Okayama. Wow. Let's go and try and get Jacob Church in here for the conversation. I sure hope he is there. Try and get him in here. Nope. Wayne. Try to get him in here. Jeff Franks, if you're around, Come on, I want to get an interview with Jacob Church. Gotta get one. Jeff, how is it going? Hold on, I am unable to hear you. I think others probably can. I am having some issues. All right, I think I can hear you now.
Can you?
Yes, and everybody else can hear you as well. Mr. Franks, how was that second race for you?
It was a little wet.
A little wet and challenging. I take it practically everybody, except the likes of Jacob Church, went into the pits for some wets.
Yeah.
Hey, and after the wets, I mean, I've never driven in the wet in iRacing. How is that relative to ACC, which you and I are used to driving?
It's different. It's a little slipperier. It's definitely harder to see, at least if you're following someone. But I sure wasn't.
Okay, okay. I mean, kind of a good thing and a bad, right? Being in an island a little bit, but it gives you time to kind of focus on your own thing and learn the wet situation here in iRacing, which is arguably one of the better wet models of all of the sims. So, anything else to say about your performance there?
I just want to say hi to my mom and dad who are probably watching. I love you both.
Fantastic. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Franks. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the race. Try to capture as much as we could. And Jeff, I don't know what it takes, but go and get me Jacob Church. I need to have an interview with Jacob Church because that was an absolutely phenomenal performance by him, winning his inaugural race here at TRACKILICIOUS.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Thank you. Folks, I'm determined. It might take a little bit more than I would like, but I would love to see the likes of Jacob Church here in his maiden win at TRACKILICIOUS. Not an inaugural race. His inaugural win at TRACKILICIOUS, I should say. It's not his first race. He's been racing with us for quite some time. And again, an absolutely phenomenal supporter of the server and quite the member. We love Jacob. We just wanna get a chance to interview him. In the meantime, let's have a look and see who's out there for us to raid and then send it out. I'm gonna spam him. I gotta get him. I gotta get him in here. It's a bit obnoxious, but hopefully we can get him in here. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the race there. Yeah, Tyler, that was an exciting ending to the race there. You want to hop in and tell us a little bit about how it was racing against Davin Sturdivant? I mean, I too, joined my club and having lost out to him last week. Bit of a bummer, but he's really consistent, does a good job, and keeps applying pressure. As we continue to try and get Jacob Church here. On. Gots to get ya. All right, Tyler. Mr. Smith, how are you today?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad.
You had quite an exciting battle. Tell us a little bit more.
Oh, in the round 2 at the end?
Yeah, that was really fun to watch.
I started P2 from the last race, and the rain started, and I didn't realize how quick the rain makes the track slick. So it took me a minute to get the wet tires on, and then I got going. And then Davin, he's pretty consistent, even though he said he hasn't had much experience in the rain. And I made a little mistake on the last couple corners and slipped. And he got past me, and I couldn't get it back.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I'll tell you that much. Really, really nice to see that battle brewing. And yeah, man, good job. I mean, it's unfortunate you didn't manage to keep that position, but tell us a bit about. Do you have much experience in the rain and iRacing here, or?
I did whatever rain races we did in the Thursday League last season, and that's it.
Okay. That's
Which I think it was just Daytona and Suzuka, so like maybe 2 or 3 races, and that's it.
Okay. Well, still pretty decent. I hope you had fun. Looks like you were probably one of the most engaged of all of the drivers through the first and second race. You had battles all the way through practically. So hope you had a good good race week.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where that puts me at points in the championship. And other than that, I just want to thank TRACKILICIOUS for having me out and helping me learn this game or this sim.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have you. Good job on the race. I know probably not the outcome you were looking for, but really fun to watch. Put on a good show.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, folks. Probably well into 5 minutes here of trying to get Mr. Church on here, but unfortunately I don't see him. I'm gonna try to DM him. I don't know how else I don't know how else to get a hold of Jacob. I don't know how to force him to come in here. I'd love to, but I think we might have to call it there, unfortunately. Would love to have had him come in, but we're gonna send the raid out here. Thank you everyone for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And we're going to go ahead and raid Gustavo here. For those who were part of the race, great job. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And we're going to be back. We're going to be back next week in a new championship. We haven't posted yet, but we're going to be working hard over the next day or two to get everything posted and hopefully get that grid size up a little bit. Congratulations to all of the finishers here in the rain. Congratulations again to Jacob Church. An absolutely phenomenal move, having picked the wets through the race to start and into the finish, managing that big old win. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get him in here for that interview, but hopefully it won't be the last. And we'll see him back here again. For those watching, I'm Eric Ghoukasian here at TRACKILICIOUS. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And we'll see you next time. See you.